Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Sterling High School for tonight's Colonial Conference matchup featuring the Sterling Silver Knights going against the Overbook Rams in high school wrestling. And now let's meet the wrestlers.
Dylan Jess, senior, Samuel S. Yellen, Stratford, New Jersey.
Brandon Grace, senior, Samuel S. Yellen, middle school, Stratford, New Jersey.
Stefan Johnson, senior, Magnolia Public School, live in Somerdale, New Jersey.
Peter McCardle, senior, Williamstown Middle School, Williamstown and Laurel Springs.
Brandon Sola, 12th grade, Mullen Middle School, Gloucester Township.
Chris Rosato, junior, Somerdale Park School, Somerdale.
Casmay John Ray, junior, Somerdale Park School, Somerdale.
David Barber Jr., junior, Magnolia Public School, Magnolia.
John Toomey, junior, Yellen School in Stratford.
Jeremiah Davis, sophomore, Gateway, Somerdale, New Jersey.
Trey Potts, sophomore, Magnolia Public, Magnolia.
Dayton Dickinson, 10th grade, Somerdale Park School, Somerdale.
Kevin Stubbs, 10th grade, Yellen School, Stratford.
Eric Shipley, sophomore, Somerdale Park School, Somerdale.
And there are our wrestlers, and now we look at the Colonial Liberty standings, where Haddonfield is at the top, followed by West Deptford, Sterling coming in at 9-1 overall, 2-1 in the division. Then you have Audubon, Collingswood at 2-2, and Haddon Heights rounding things out in the Colonial Liberty standings. And right now we are going to have the first 5 matches as forfeits, and we're going to start at 1:38. So unfortunately, Overbook, being a struggling program, is going to have to give up these matches, and you hate to see this, but unfortunately, this happens from time to time. Sterling obviously off to a good start at 9-1, John, and really wrestling well. Have won some close matches.
Again, their first loss to Haddonfield. Really tough match against there. Probably one match that you would really want to really win, but unable to.
And Haddonfield's one of the top teams in the Colonial Conference. I think one you look at past them that's on another level is obviously Paulsboro, but Haddonfield beat Gateway the other night by a decent amount, pretty easily. And Gateway is a pretty good program in their own right. So Coach Will O'Donnell really has this program on solid footing as we look at our first match here at 1:30. They have it as 1:32 on the scoreboard. They might be changing it right now. Okay, we're going to say, yeah, this is 1:38. 1:38, we have John Toomey from Sterling coming in at 16-1. Very impressive, going against Bryce Powell. Toomey doing a good job there, really staying low. Good base.
Again, the first round is really when you're just trying to figure out your opponent, see what their weaknesses are, their strengths.
You can kind of see them filling them up right now, seeing what's going to work for them.
And it was odd. They were on their feet, but they were probably as low as I think I've ever seen wrestlers while they were still on their feet for a while. And obviously they're back up, still remain on their feet. No escape there, no points given.
Again, their loss against Haddonfield. This is really, in a way, a good comeback. They get an easy team, get a nice, good win out of this.
That's another way to look at it, John. Yeah, you want to get back into a rhythm, and you never like to see all the forfeits, but at the same time, a win's a win. Tack on another one to your record. Oh, that's it.
Yeah, small victories all the way. Kind of gets your morale up a little bit.
Yeah, and Toomey getting a couple points now, up 2-0. And clearly, after both wrestlers were on their feet, Toomey is in control right now. Hasn't been able to get it turned over. Powell turned over.
Looking so far so good.
Again, really showing why he is 16-1. They head out of the circle, and we're gonna have a restart.
So it was just a matter of Toomey just wearing down Bryce Powell.
Yep, but done very nicely.
That's first period.
We're here with John Hallwood. I'm Mr. Schulz, and we have Andrew Kane
How you doing?
jumping from behind the camera to join us. Welcome
had to do
aboard,
something today.
Andrew. I apologize for not having a chair for you, Andrew.
It's fine.
But I'm an old man, and I need to sit down. John, I don't know what your excuse is.
You sit down too much, John.
Young.
Us cameramen
Buck
have
like
to sit
you.
down once in a while.
And Toomey continues to be in control, up 5-0 right now. Really spinning Powell around. Toomey, very impressive. You can see he's got real good leverage and keeping Powell penned down there, having the midsection penned down. That's the one thing. If you're on the bottom, you want to try to get up on your knees. If you're the one on top of them, you want to keep that midsection down, because your next move, and you can see Powell trying to do it, take away the legs as you work to the upper part of the body, and they're going to get a whistle.
Yeah, it's easier said than done, though.
And Toomey extends his lead to 7-0. John Toomey, very impressive here at 138 for Sterling. Kind of figured that with a 16-1 record, guys, coming into this.
Yeah, definitely. Toomey doesn't really look tired.
No, that's a good point, John. Wrestling really, from the get-go, came out, was aggressive, and still wrestling with a lot of energy.
Yeah, keep up as long as you can.
It's definitely looking, it's really looking to go to the third round.
Man, he's making this look easy.
We're looking at about 35 seconds left in period 2.
You know, like Ratatouille, anyone can cook, but instead of it, John Toomey, anyone can wrestle.
Well, if you're John Toomey, yes.
Yeah, Toomey's starting to get Powell rolled over.
I don't see a rat under a hat.
Boy, I think Powell might get saved by the clock here.
Ooh.
Because Toomey's probably got him in the best position. Although Powell, now, give him credit, he turned over to his stomach, but not before John Toomey's able to get 3 more points to extend his lead to 10-0 here as we end the second period. And look at the replay right there. You see Toomey trying to turn over the upper part of the body of Powell, and does.
Good credit to Powell for not letting Toomey do that.
Can't let him get to you very easily.
Now, the one thing about it, though, with Powell wrestling on the bottom, he's expending a lot of energy, and he's got to be gassed right now as we start off this third period. At 138, first match that's been wrestled tonight. Obviously, Sterling's got the big lead due to forfeits leading up to this match.
Hearing Coach O'Donnell talking about what the next move should be here.
Wow, Toomey's almost thought you had him rolled over, really taking control of the upper part of the body. Hasn't been able to take Powell's leverage away from him. At the 1 minute mark, barring anything crazy here, Toomey's going to come away with a win for Sterling and extend his record to 17-1. Toomey just firmly in control the entire match.
It's a bit of an awkward situation you get yourself in.
Again, Powell's really not letting himself to really give up from this match and really let Toomey get him on
That's good
his
determination,
back.
though.
Oh, yeah. He's kind of trying to fight back against Toomey and put him on his back.
It's very hard with this kind of score to not want to just give up immediately. So that's some determination on Powell's part.
Yeah, you got to give these wrestlers credit. This is why we always say this is a sport where you probably have to be in better condition than any other sport.
Yeah, because we're not trying to run a mile here. You're pushing your own weight. You're now pushing yourself and someone else's weight. Not as easy.
And John Toomey gets the win for Sterling to extend their lead here.
But now,
let's see if we get the rest of the team to do the same. Live up to the legacy.
Chris Salto.
We get a forfeit win.
Chris Salto. And okay, we're getting a forfeit here.
Quickest match, probably so far.
152 double forfeit.
And 152 forfeit. We're up
For Overbook, Richard Sorrento. For Sterling, David Barber.
And we are going to get David Barber coming in against Rich Sorrento, 160. Barber really getting off to a good start. Barber trying to set the tempo early here against Sorrento. Wow.
You see Barber is trying to get him on his back, and Barber again 5 and 7. Still a pretty good record. In his weight class, you have to face a lot of tough guys, and you see the Overbook wrestler had his helmet was around his neck.
Yeah, 160, you're definitely going to get challenged by some older guys at that point.
Check our Sterling YouTube channel, which will have the highlights of this game. Hopefully, will soon by Mr. K. And definitely you'll see a lot of, not too many wrestling highlights, but again, you'll see the girls basketball.
Yeah.
We will have wrestling highlights tonight, but again, you'll see the girls and the boys basketball, which are both doing great right now, what I've heard.
Yeah, a lot of action, and I know the boys, they struggled for a little bit, but they were got a big win yesterday against Paulsboro. And there you look at the Colonial Liberty standings, and Haddonfield atop at 3-0 in the division, then followed by West Deptford, Sterling at 2-1 in the division, and Audubon Green Wave, they're at 2-3. Collingswood is at 2-2, and Haddon Heights is at 1-4. And we've got Mr. Thompson here, JT Thompson, coming in and providing some real expertise. We apologize we don't have a chair.
Nah, you're fine.
Please tell me at one point you were a catcher and you're used to being in that position.
Yeah, so for the first part of my life, I played baseball. You can imagine I played every sport between soccer, football, baseball, but catcher was my spot.
Yeah.
My mom actually, all 4 years, came to High, was a catcher, starting catcher.
Okay.
So she got me into baseball pretty early.
And we are here with JT Thompson, who Was an outstanding football player and wrestler here, and went on to Seton Hill, correct?
Yes, sir.
Out in Western Pennsylvania. Had a great career there. Now he's back to join us and giving us some insight. What do you see that Dave Barber's here?
So Dave did a really good job on his mat return. He's scheduled with the safety of returning his opponent to the mat with the mat return. So everyone looks for the big slam, but Dave did a great job working into his half and just getting the kid on his back, which is really needed.
And Dave Barber, we'll look at it again on the replay, comes away and gets the pin firmly in control of the upper part of the body, and that's a pin by Dave Barber.
I think at 170 we have a forfeit.
Sterling, Pete McCardle.
Pete McCardle is going to win by forfeit.
And Sterling, Jeremiah Davis.
Disappointing, JT, that you see these forfeits, but I guess when you get a struggling program, that's just one of the things that can happen.
Yeah, and then even the first match that we had seen him wrestle, the kid, Bryce Powell, he actually did a pretty good job wrestling. Toomey's pretty tough, 16-1 on the season, so we were surprised that Toomey didn't turn him. But this match right here, we had another sophomore, promising sophomore, in Jeremiah Davis.
Hear a lot of good things about him.
Yeah, a little bit of Sterling loyalty. His dad was Al Davis, up on the board for district champions and region champions from some years ago. So Jeremiah's pretty promising right here. Wrestling with Jeremiah every day, he's pretty strong. He's pretty strong up top with his grip. So I think this is a good match for Jeremiah to work on some things and get to it. Okay. See on top here, Jeremiah's working a series of underhooks and pressure on his opponent's head in order to get around the scores too. Right here, Jeremiah does a good job with his underhooks, and Jeremiah's bread and butter is on top right here with his legs. So we'll watch to see what he does from here.
And it's impressive how he's working the upper part of the body and trying to pull the legs away.
Yes, it is. Oh. He's got to get a little bit of space in between it, too, for him to be able to score back points there. All right, as you can hear coach in the background yelling about his free foot. So when he has that leg in between his opponents. His other foot is very important for his balance.
Davis is firmly in control here. He's been in control from the get-go. Up 2-0. Sterling up 52-0 on a team score.
I mean, a real big boost for the team if they shut Overbook out.
Here we go, Jeremiah getting back to his basics. One of the things you're first taught when you wrestle a half.
Yeah, really wearing down.
He doesn't have
Alexander.
Yeah, he touched the chest there.
The clock saved Alexander there.
Saved by the belt. Jeremiah did collect a series of back points.
You see the replay. Walk us through what's happened here in the replay.
Jeremiah's just getting the basic half and turn. One of the first things you're taught when you begin wrestling. Saved by the bell. If you had more time, you probably would have been this kid.
Yeah, definitely had that type of look to it.
Now Jeremiah's up top. We're working neutral, controlling the head tie. Good takedown by Jeremiah. Working in half. I almost had him pinned, but I guess he
let him
decided
go
to
for
reset.
a little bit?
Yes, he let him go to reset. So if you feel like you don't have the kid pinned and you're getting your back points, you reset so you can get another set of back points.
Gave up a point, yeah. I guess you see that a lot when you have guys that feel like they're in control. They just want to be in a better situation.
Yeah. Be able to work some different things going on. That was a great shot by Jeremiah. As you see that controlled return. It looks aggressive, but it's really controlled to the mat.
Just turned 10-1.
And like I said before, he's really good up top right here. So he likes to work some different things.
We're the other guy. Lets him go again.
He gets Davis really trying to fight back. It's quite interesting if Davis is starting to get tired.
No.
There's another great takedown. So nice whole arm drag on pod for another 2. I think Jeremiah's trying to work on some things right now in order to better himself later on in the season.
Yeah.
So he's working on some things that he hasn't really done too much this season on his feet, neutral.
Okay.
But you see him continue to try to work that claw move with his legs. Another move he's really good at. Saved by the bell yet again.
Now, what's the claw move do? Does that take away any type of leverage from the other guy's lower?
So down low, Jeremiah has his leg put in between his opponents, and the claw is basically bringing the upper body back while the lower body's in place.
Gotcha. Okay, so you're working both at the same time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Manipulating one to get one to go the way you want.
Got it.
Jeremiah gets up pretty easy.
Okay.
So with Jeremiah getting up is 13 to 2 now.
13 to 2 over Elijah Alexander. Jeremiah Davis holding the lead at 182.
We got him a headlock.
Oh, yeah.
Big 5-point
He's in a
move.
tight spot
Davis.
here.
I think he might be able to finish this one here.
Yeah. Yeah. Alexander doesn't have much left in him here as Davis has really got him clamped down, and he gets the pin.
That's the pin.
And that's
Guzman.
And that was Jeremiah Davis pinning Javon Guzman at 182. And we'll look at the replay here.
That was a pretty good one. I'm going to return back to my duties, Mr. Schultz. It's always a pleasure you having me.
Man, thanks for coming on.
Man.
Always appreciate your insight.
No problem.
You're welcome anytime.
All right.
Okay. And our other wrestling aficionado, Andrew Kane, stepping in.
I'm back.
Guess who's back?
Back again.
And Connor Sparangowski coming in here. Connor was hurt for a while and really hadn't wrestled in a while. And, you know, has really been battling and deserves a lot of credit coming in here after a long layoff. And I don't care what sport you're talking about. When you have a long layoff and you come back and you're all of a sudden wrestling or competing at the varsity level, that makes it difficult. But Connor deserves a ton of credit. Great kid.
Ooh, not good.
Definitely not good. He's really giving Connor a workout.
Trying to go right for the upper part of the body. He's got that arm lock there. This is
Here Coach
Elijah
O'Donnell
Alexander.
really going for it.
And boy, he's got
He does not want a
Sparangowski
loss
in a
right
tight
now.
spot.
Good streak.
And Elijah Alexander's going to get the pin.
That's going to be a pin for Collingswood.
And the pin for Overbook there by Elijah Alexander at 195.
Connor does not look real happy with that, losing.
And this is Stefan Johnson coming in at 220.
You don't ever want to go down that quick.
Yeah, that's a tough one. And Stefan Johnson, again, going against Caden Simpson at 220.
So he's going to get the first move here.
And Stefan Johnson.
Starting to look good.
Stefan Johnson is 7-5, so has a lot of experience.
So he's not going down. Yeah, he's not going down without a fight. Here we go.
Wow. And Simpson kind of turned the tables on him.
Yeah, pull it in a reverse card right there.
Going to get him down.
Really did. Nice way to get back up. Used his momentum to really just able to pick himself up again.
That was very well played.
That was.
Grab him in the leg. He's got him in a hold. I don't think he's going to be able to pull him over. Yeah. Basically just push him out at that point.
And it's a shame Johnson didn't get that move that he just got there as they were going out of bounds a little bit closer to the inbound, because he looked like he might have had Simpson at that point.
Got to put on his gear real quick. Hopefully we'll be back in action.
Here we go.
Oh, he's backing off. He does not like the look at this. Oh.
He's gonna
tries to attack like a Viper, but you are not pushing him down. That is not going to happen. He's
backed away
much bigger than you. You're going down. Yeah. Good effort, but
he's really using the guy's momentum to really just stop him, and now they're going to back up, and now his gear's off again.
Yeah, his gear's off again.
This is probably like the fifth time that that's happened to Overbook.
It's always a good idea to put it back on, not tighten it. Yeah, that's what I do.
Well, yeah, you have to. That's definitely a safety factor, no question about it.
Yeah, I mean, it's funny to me that they're not wearing football helmets with how much contact we see with these guys.
Well, I don't know that you need that much, because the thing about this is you're not running full speed at each other. So
that's true.
The only time you run the risk of getting is maybe when you get slammed on a takedown down to the mat. I mean, you have padding, but you could get some type of head injury there.
This is, I don't know what, this was the end of the, sorry, I heard a whistle. It was like, where's this coming from?
Yeah, it's our new scoreboard. We had 5 people try to get the scoreboard that we currently have working, and nobody could do it. Maybe I should have stepped in.
Well, we officially know the number is higher than 5 to make a working scoreboard.
Oof, not good already.
Simpson was trying to get out.
He's able to push him back, not letting it go down without a fight, and he gets out of a little grip there.
Johnson, I think,
back to a little
no,
standoff.
Simpson got a point out of that. So overall, a really low-scoring affair right now.
Yeah, definitely one of our more even matches here.
It doesn't always look like it either, but oof.
He almost got out of the mat and onto the wooded floor of the basketball court.
Yeah, you don't want to be wrestling on that, trust me.
And we're looking at Caden Simpson with a 2-0 lead.
I'm thinking about it.
Again, they're still trying to.
They're
still trying to find out.
Off.
Figure out their weaknesses, I think.
I mean, when you're this evenly matched, you might as well just go whatever your weakness is. But you can clearly see that Simpson keeps backing off, which is a great time to try to go in ahead, try to get him in a hold.
What Simpson's trying to do here is back off and then find a way to quickly strike at Johnson's legs. You see right there.
Good call, John.
Nicely done.
That's good.
But it really didn't work in Simpson's favor.
It doesn't matter, John, if it worked or not. You called it.
You called it, though.
It does not matter if it worked.
I'll eat my words. Oof.
And we're looking at a 2-2 tie right now. You saw Stefan Johnson turn the tables on Simpson right there. But, the momentum in this match is just going back and forth, and definitely our best match of the night here as we round out the second period.
So, John, since you seem to be know-it-all at everything, do you mind telling me who you think is going to win here? Just looking at the score. Just a question. I'm just asking the question here.
You know, Simpson just got his third point, and Johnson. I think Johnson can do it. It might become later in this third round, but I think Johnson can do it if he gets up right here, and he does.
And now overall.
And Simpson
Too
right
close,
now
too
holding
cool,
a 3-2
too early to call.
lead over Stefan Johnson. But things could change in this match in a hurry.
Sure could.
Oof.
Now it's 3-3, and
go.
now they're back out. Again, this is a very close affair, and really anyone can win this match.
Not me.
Yeah. Well, you saw JT Thompson came in here, talked with us, but had to head over to his coaching duties. JT really mainly deals with the bigger guys, so that's why he's in his coaching box there next to Coach O'Donnell, and just instructing the big guys.
Johnson now having the advantage, and this is when you get it on top of another bigger guy.
And he's up now. Stefan Johnson is now up 5-3, and he's going to come away with the pin after turning the tables, getting up and controlling the upper part of the bodies. We look at it on the replay, and
yeah, he's trying to get
Simpson
up. He's
was
not
just
going
gassed
anywhere though.
at that point.
You see it just right here.
Yeah, you can see he's desperately trying to get up, but not going to let him this time.
Yep.
Or any time, really. It's competition.
And we're going to see our last match of the day.
This is Dylan Jess, a first-year wrestler coming in at heavyweight.
We were telling you, and I was telling you this during I believe it was the playoff game of West Deptford. He was still at that point, still not sure if he was going to join, but he's joined.
He joined. He's here and doing a good job. I mean, he's for somebody doing this for the first time, and can't underestimate how difficult that is. Got to give Dylan a lot of credit.
In a way, this is probably a good way to stay fit for his football and all, being an offensive lineman and all.
Yep.
Instead of protecting the quarterback, he's taking down the player.
Oh, he's trying.
I think he will, though.
Isaiah Smith.
I don't think he's going to be able to pick him up.
And usually once these guys, the big guys, get on the ground, they don't really pop back up until the end of the period in most cases. But right now, they're both just kind of looking to jockey back and forth and gain that edge.
Yeah, they're taking it easy.
Takedown by Dylan Jess.
Good job by Dylan Jess, really charging hard, and he's got him turned over. Dylan Jess has Smith in a tight spot right now, full control. And Dylan Jess gets the pin.
You just look right here.
And gets himself on the post-game show.
Yay.
Took off the legs, picked him up, and just after that.
I couldn't tell if that was an explosion or a man hitting the floor.
Yeah.
Smith had nowhere to go after Dylan just took his legs.
And that'll do it. Sterling coming away with the win 64-6. We're gonna have a post-game show, but we're gonna have a little video in between, and we think you'll like that. And we'll go to that, and after that, we'll be back with the post-game show.
So stick around, guys.
If you were to become a superhero, what would your name and power be?
Definitely want to be like really strong and Dylan the villain. Wait.
Got to be like a mini version of the Hulk.
Honestly, I'd be like a Super Steph. And my power, the ability to make anything I want alive. Bam. You feel me?
Adam Man. I could be really small.
I will be named Salty Toes, and my power would be throwing salt.
The Tuminator, and my power would be to fly.
I'll be a wizard, and my power would be to make money rain.
Hoodie guy, because I always wear a hoodie. And then my power would be to, every time I put on my hood, it turns invisible. There you go.
I would be the burrito dude, and I'd make burritos. Trey Glizzy, and I'd probably fly.
Pietra, and to make people hallucinate.
Be the Daytunster. You know, Daytunster, you know. I don't know, it's corny. My superpower would be to time travel, and yeah, I'll time travel.
Probably like speed demon, you know what I'm saying? Probably have super speed. That'd be tough.
Hey, Dad.
Hey, how was the game?
It was great. We won.
I'm sorry I missed it.
It's okay. You can check out all the highlights on Sterling TV 19's YouTube channel.
Oh, wow, really? All right, I'll check it out then.
Bye.
These wrestlers. We're first going to talk to Dylan Jess. Dylan, great job. Walk us through your pin.
Thank you, but I knew I had a few pounds on him from weigh-in. He was wrestling up from 220, so I knew my advantage would be tying up with him and working on hand fighting. And I feel like I was a better hand fighter, so I just took advantage of working on inside with him. Got a takedown towards the end of the first period and just worked a half and got a pin.
And Dylan, a first-year wrestler. In general, how do you like it?
I love it. I wish I started before. I lost a lot of weight from it, got me in good shape, so I'm looking forward to the rest of the season and hopefully making a run at districts in the first year.
That's great. You're improving and got a pin tonight. Dylan, great job, and thanks for coming on with us, pal.
Thank you.
Okay, thanks a lot. Okay. And we have John Toomey coming in here. John, come right over here. Boy, you came away with the win, but just looked like you were in total control that entire time. Did you want to really dictate the tempo from the get-go?
Well, I've been sick for like the past couple weeks, so I just wanted to take it easy. He was good, but I had control of the match the whole time, so it was.
What's the key to your success? I've overall coming in here at 16-1, now 17-1. What's been really working well for you this year? What move?
I've been working my duck under a lot. It's been it's one of my favorites. Yeah.
How long have you been wrestling?
Almost 11 years.
Wow. Okay, it definitely shows. You definitely look like you knew what you were doing out there. John, thanks for coming on with us, and best of luck the rest of the way, pal. Okay, thanks, bud. Okay, we're going to get Dave in here, and Chris, you want to interview Dave? Okay, come here, stand where I'm standing, and Dave, you're right here. Chris, hold that. Okay. We're going to interview Dave. Okay, look at the camera. You got to.
All right, so we have another wrestler here, David Barber. So we're going to ask him, what was going through your mind throughout the entire match?
Just keep grinding. I was confident that I was going to win and hope for the best. And I went out there, did what I had to do, and won the match.
That's really good. So this Friday we have a match up against Collingswood. How are you feeling coming towards this match?
See what happens. Go out there, keep grinding, and I pray that just go out there and win. That's all I got to say.
All right. Well, any extra words that you want to say?
Nope.
No other? All right. Next up, we have Jeremiah Davis, one of the star athletes of the wrestling team. So we're going to ask you the same question. What was going through your mind the entire match?
The entire match, what was going through my mind was, got to go out there and wrestle. Keep a level head. Nothing really to it. Just keep wrestling.
How are you also feeling with your matchup against Collingswood happening on Friday?
I feel like it's going to be a battle. I'm going to go out there, give it my all. That's what it is.
We haven't. The coach said that we haven't had a win against Collingswood in the past 13 years. How does that make you feel? Does that intimidate you a little bit? Does that make you feel more confident in being able to push yourself forward towards winning? How do you feel about that?
Feels like they're about to catch an L.
They're about to catch an L? All right. Well, guess that's it. Thanks for your time.
All right. Chris, outstanding job, man.
Thank you.
Way to go. I like it. Like it a lot. For Chris, for John, Andrew, JT, can't forget about JT, and Mr. K and the entire tech crew, I'm Mr. Schulz. We'll see you next time on Channel 19.